Alright, this particular video is dedicated to the audio file that was made on February 20th, 2013. The month is in the middle, the date is to the right of the month, and the year is to the left. The audio file was started at exactly 2:37 p.m. Okay, you can see it right there, February 20th, 2013 at 2:37 p.m. You're about ready to listen to about the last 6 minutes of the audio file. Once you listen to it, I will then make verbal statements describing the entire thing, so then you can go back and listen to the pertinent parts in reference to the key parts, okay, that the description is describing in reference to what's relevant, so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So let me just play the audio file, okay, and let me set the tape recorder down, which I'm doing right now. Okay, there's the audio file right there, okay, and I'm going to press play after I set the video camera up next to it. I'm going to be doing that right now.
Can you let me out at midway, please? This ain't midway, is it? Okay. Oh, you did? That's right. Hey, where'd you get your haircut at?
I got my haircut at Level 1 Studios up in Hillcrest area.
Are you sure? Yeah, jokers are the same. I tell you right now. Who put you on this corner today? Huh? Tell me. Come on, open up. Talk to me. Was it that guy?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Steve.
Steve? San Diego cop put you on this corner? Are you serious?
Wow.
Sorry, man. I won't tell. You blew that. Hey, what's up with this? Keep on saying, wait. Hey, I appreciate you telling me the truth, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks a lot, buddy. And don't put your hands to your face no more. See you later. San Diego cop just put one on the corner, and I got a confession.
Let me just explain to you what this is all about. This event occurred as I got off the 28 bus route to go to Midway Street in order to cross the street, cross two of them actually, in order to get to the t-shirt shop. Now, you might think to yourself, how did they know I was going to the t-shirt shop? Because I rarely go into that neighborhood. The only time I do is to take care of business. Okay, to go to Jack in the Box when I'm in the area to take care of business, and then I take the 28 bus route either back towards downtown to catch the 150 or whatever, okay, or other buses, or I might take the 28 to Old Town, and then proceed to take the buses I need or trolleys I need to get to where I'm going. Now, listen closely. About a week before this event, I have went to that t-shirt shop on prior occasions, okay, within like two other times I went to the t-shirt shop. The time span between those two other times I went were months apart, okay. Knowing that, and then knowing that I'm never, ever in that neighborhood at all, except for when I go into that neighborhood to check on some personal administrative business, which is usually only one time every between 35 and 40 days. I just go over there, take care of my business, leave, and go back to where I live at, or go back along the regular routes I go to in reference to libraries I go to. Okay? Which means that I am not familiar with the area at all in reference to any street names or intersections except for one, and that intersection is in relation to where I go to take care of my business. Now, just bear with me. Excuse me, I'm eating my Doritos. Anyways, now, on February 20th, 2013, I went to the San Diego District Attorney's Office, and I just got done uploading the audio of that event that was caught on tape recorder to another video file. I just got done completing it. Okay? Now, when I made that audio file, as the audio file was running that's on the same tape recorder, I showed a video picture of the time and date, proving that the audio that I was taping in reference to me being inside the San Diego District Attorney's Office was on that date. Same date that this event just occurred, about 2.5 hours before. Okay, now just listen to me. On February 20th, I'll get back to the t-shirt shop and all that in a minute. On February 20th, 2013, I went inside the San Diego Hall of Justice to take care of some business. I also talked to two San Diego sheriff's officers who sexually harassed me. That was caught on audio file. Once I left being in their physical presence, I went to the bathroom and started a new tape recording. I then left the bathroom and went up to the San Diego District Attorney's Office to inquire about some emails that were sent to the office pertaining to the factual reality that MTS sent me an altered video of me being assaulted. He then implied that I was crazy and told me that I should go seek mental health help. Now, that audio pertaining to the verbalizations between me and him at the San Diego District Attorney's Office was just uploaded to a video. And as the tape recorder was running, so it could be uploaded to the video, I got out a second tape recorder, which is right here. Okay? See how I got two of them? See? Okay? Now, so as that audio file was running so it could be videotaped, I took out this tape recorder and tape recorded the segment of the verbalizations pertaining to what was happening between me and the San Diego District Attorney's Office officer. And the reason why I did that is because I'm going to be making some follow-up videos, okay? And I did that so I can just have the one segment of me talking to him. But the video I just made shows that the verbalizations that was happening between me and the San Diego District Attorney's Office officer was happening on February 20th, 2013, because I showed a video picture of the file. And the file video picture showed the tape recorder showing, reflecting the date and time. So that's already proven. I just made the video pertaining to it. Now, the reason why I'm talking to you about the factual reality that once that audio was transferred to the video, I took out a second tape recorder in order to tape the audio of it onto this one, is because I'm going to play it on this one as well. After I got done talking to the San Diego District Attorney's Office officer about the MTS assault video being altered and the factual reality that they were sent an email concerning it, and that's why I was there talking to him to find out if they chose to investigate it or not, and then him applying that I'm mentally ill for what I'm telling him, I then left there. I got his business card and left there. I then left the building, unlocked my bike, went to the 923 bus stop to catch the 923 bus to go to Rosecrans and Nimitz Boulevard. Once I got to Rosecrans and Nimitz Boulevard, I took a bus, 28, okay, going in the opposite direction in reference to where the t-shirt shop is at, okay, in the opposite direction. Because first I went to go take care of my business, which is in the opposite direction pertaining to where the t-shirt shop is at. I then went and took care of that business and then went to Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box was, gang stalk was caught around me being said multiple times inside of Jack in the Box. But I can't upload the audio right now because there was music playing in the background, and every single time I upload audio, okay, of gang stalking harassment happening around me, and if there's music playing in the background, YouTube sends me a copyright notice violation pertaining to the music that's playing. That's right. So, but I got proof that gang stalking was being said around me inside the Jack in the Box because it was caught on tape recorder. So the tape recorder itself has got the proof. So, I then leave the Jack in the Box and go across the street, ride my bike across the street, and wait at the 28 bus stop. And I'm doing that to wait for the 28 bus so I can then go to the t-shirt shop. You literally heard me say to the bus driver, please let me out at Midway Street. It is that Midway Street. Then when I get off the bus, I take my bike off the bus, walk the bike to the corner, and you even hear me state to a girl, where's the t-shirt shop at? Now, a week before all this occurred, I was at the North University San Diego Public Library, and I was looking up the t-shirt shop's address because I got confused mentally because I made no landmarks when I was there on previous occasions getting t-shirts made. I never bothered to anchor a landmark in my mind in reference to where Midway Street was. So I was still confused because there's a few intersections. I was just confused about the area. So I forgot exactly where Midway Drive was visually. Okay? So that's why you hear me asking the bus driver, and then I also wrote down the address, and I think I even copied and pasted the t-shirt shop's address into one of my email accounts and then wrote it down. Cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking, which means that all of the cyber activity a targeted individual engages in is being monitored by the people who perpetrate the organized stalking, gang stalking against them. So they were able to deduce that I was looking up this t-shirt shop's address. Also, a couple months later, in fact I think it was the next month, I caught the North University San Diego Library branch manager engaged in direct, open, wide out in the open, in-your-face gang stalking, which means what I caught pertaining to him is literally undisputable concerning the fact that what he was doing was gang stalking. Literally, but that's not what this video is about. Now, what you got to do is listen to all my statements, because what I'm stating is painting to you the holistic picture for you to understand how they were able to put this man, this young man, on the corner to do what he did. But what did he do? Just listen closely and you'll understand. Okay, hold on. What he basically did Hold on. When you're a target of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking, the perpetrators who perpetrate and craft and set up the harassment for you to experience, okay, basically will use different people in the community to get around you based on the stalking, tracking, and surveillance of you, to put people around you so they can, and then the people, see, the manager of this expedition is tracking the target, surveilling the target, and observing the target in real time at all times, including even using the target's own cell phone as a GPS locator, as a microphone, and as a camera. And you can YouTube cell phone hacking and stalking, and or cell phone hacking and gang stalking. You can also Google it. As a result of this tracking, surveillance, and observation, they know where the targeted individual is at all times in real time. At all times. Understand. That's how they're able to put the people around the target that they decide to use for the day to harass the target. Now, you might think to yourself, well, how do they harass her? You might say to yourself, I didn't hear this young man harassing her. I'm getting to that. One of the main methodologies of organized stalking and gang stalking is to harass the targeted individual. And they do it by making sure the target notices they're being stalked. How do they do that? It's called sensitization methods. Okay, there's also other techniques that are also used. Sensitization is where they will anchor in a target's mind certain words, phrases, physical gestures, colors, even sounds, or certain persons or certain types of people, and even objects. I'll explain a little bit more in a minute when it comes to sensitization. So basically what I'm telling you is that they can put 40 people, 40 different people, 15 to be at one store, and the remaining 25 in another store, two separate stores that the targeted individual will go to back to back. They'll go to Walmart, do their shopping there. 25 people will repeat certain behavior in that store when the target is in the store and going through all the aisles. Okay, just listen to me. Then what they'll do is monitor that the target has left Walmart and went to, like, say, another store, like, I don't know, Ralph's grocery store. Then they will bring 15 people into that store to have those 15 people repeat the same exact behavior that the targeted individual experienced by the 25 people in the Walmart. I'm talking about specific, certain physical, anchored physical gestures that they make sure the target notices repetitively, non-stop, everywhere the target goes. As a result, the target starts noticing that it's being done deliberately and intentionally, because they make sure you notice it. Okay? Then what they'll do is constantly repeat it over a 35 to 45 to a 90-day period, every day, everywhere the target goes. As a result, the target becomes sensitive to it. It's an implied message formed through, developed through mental associations. And that's their way to let the targeted individual know that they're being stalked. Now, before I get into the explanation pertaining to that, I'm going to prove it to you. They also will get around the targeted individual and repeat certain words and or phrases. So let me find my phone. What they've been doing with me is getting around me every single day and saying, gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk. Oh my God, we're crazy, gang stalk, in that way. That's right. And that's right, they were saying around me inside the Jack in the Box, and then after I left the Jack in the Box, I went to the bus stop and took the bus route 28 to go to this intersection that you just heard in reference to me getting off the bus, walking my bike to the intersection, and then talking to this young man. It was said multiple times around me inside the Jack in the Box, but I can't upload that particular audio file, okay, because they started playing music in Jack in the Box. And the reason why I think they did that was because the person who's managing this expeditions knows that I caught the same methodology being utilized around me at Club Med Restaurant on UCSD campus. And then when that harassment was caught around me happening, I uploaded the audio evidence of it to a video file, uploaded that to YouTube, and they seen that I got a copyright notice from YouTube. So they started thinking to themselves, all we got to do, because they're the ones who are soliciting these people to do it. The individual that's managing this expedition has a power position in the community, which means that that individual can connect with and influence business owners, business managers, business employees, transportation services workers like MTS bus drivers, MTS trolley workers, MTS security, any business, any restaurant, movie theater, bank, post office, any place. Because the individual that is perpetrating these expeditions towards organized stalking, gang stalking, targeted individuals, they operate in the federal, state, and local government. Which means all they got to do is get on the phone or contact, especially if a target's doing something that's on their regular routes, places that they've repeatedly visited. They'll either track them in real time physically, or they track them always. But what I'm saying is that they'll either use physical people to observe where the target's going, or they'll use a cell phone to observe it, and then get on their phone once they see that the phone is stopped. When they see that the phone is stopped, that the vector GPS coordinate systems pertaining to the phone no longer moving, they can easily just say, okay, she's at this address. They get on the phone, call up the place that I'm at, like a Jack in the Box. They're told what to do, and then they do it. And what they're being told to do is to harass me in the same exact identical way everywhere I go, by placing people along my routes to say gang stalk. Now, I can't upload this particular Jack in the Box event because throughout the entire year and a half of me going to this Jack in the Box, they were never playing the music on the ceiling. Never. Then all of a sudden I started going to Jack in the Box after uploading videos of the gang stalking being caught around to be inside the Jack in the Box. They seen I was uploading those videos. So what they started to do, the Club Med situation happened in between, so what they started to do was tell Jack in the Box managers to turn on the radio. Because then they knew that I would not upload the audio evidence of being gang stalked inside the Jack in the Box, because then they knew that YouTube would send me a copyright notification. So basically what they're doing is developing strategies to prohibit the evidence from being uploaded. Because if you get 3 copyright violations on any YouTube channel, they can shut it down for a time period, even up to 6 months to a year, or permanently. That's right. That's right. Now, I've already got evidence online in reference to gang stalk me and sit around me at Jack in the Box. Just go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Rosecrans and Nimitz Jack in the Box" or gang stalking. That's right, and make sure you look in the description, or "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Jack in the Box." And make sure you look at everything that is in the description of all those YouTube videos. What you'll be listening for is individuals getting around me and constantly repeating gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, gang stalk. Oh my God, we're crazy. In that way, but not as fast. Back to back. Okay, in reference to one will say gang stalk, the other one will say, oh my God. Back to back, continuously. Okay, and that's their way to let you know you're being stalked, by repeating certain words, phrases, physical gestures. That's what the young man was doing at the very beginning, very beginning of this video file. I crossed the intersection. As I was crossing it, I noticed he was putting his hands to his face, the physical gestures. That's why I said you guys are all the same. Because they either tell the individuals that they put along my path to either say gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, oh my God, we're crazy in that way, or they'll tell them to do physical gestures, or they'll tell them to do a combination of it. That in turn lets you know you're being stalked, because you see it and hear it everywhere you go, non-stop. And I'm going to prove it to you, and then I'll get back to the explanation pertaining to this individual, pertaining to the intersection up on Midway Drive on February 20th, 2013, within 2 hours after I left the San Diego District Attorney's office. And you're going to hear the audio of how that guy talked to me. This is an event, the audio of an event, pertaining to 2 individuals appearing along my path on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving Day 2013. Okay? Almost a full complete year after this February 20th event, which happened on February 20th, 2013. Thanksgiving is in November. February is the beginning of the year. November is 1 month before the end of the year. These individuals, as they're harassing me and threatening me, they're saying gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up. One of them has been used to harass me on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions. All you have to do is listen.
Hey,
Now, that occurred on Thanksgiving Day 2013 at a location that was over 30 miles away from where the individual you were listening to at the beginning of this video file, in reference to how I said, who put you on this corner, and I go, was it him? Now let me describe what happened to you pertaining to that event, and then I'll get to the audio file pertaining to the District Attorney's officer. On February 20th, 2013, I left the San Diego District Attorney's office after talking to an officer in that office. Okay? I caught two buses. I took the 923 bus to Rosecrans and Nimitz Boulevard and then connected with the bus route 28 to take me in the opposite direction pertaining to how Midway Street is way down here. Say this is Rosecrans and Nimitz right here. Once I got off the 923 and arrived at Rosecrans and Nimitz, I went that way to go take care of my administrative business and then go to Jack in the Box. I then left Jack in the Box, which is like say right here, walked across the street, rode my bike a little bit down the street about a block away, sat at the bus stop and waited for the bus route 28 to go into this direction, towards Midway, which is what I did. I then got off the bus, walked my bike to the corner. You heard me asking the bus driver, is this Midway Street? Okay. Walked to the corner, then I asked the girl who was on the corner where Midway Street was, or no, I said, where's the t-shirt shop at? Okay, then I crossed the street, and as I crossed the street, I started asking this guy about where he got his haircut at, because I was intentionally involving him in conversation so I could ask him about what he was doing, in reference to, as I was approaching the corner he was on, that I was walking to, that he was on, he was engaging in specific physical gestures for me to see, okay? And so then that's when what I wanted to do was soften him up a little bit by complimenting him. That's right. By saying, hey, it's a cool haircut. Where'd you get your haircut at? Then he tells me and I says, you guys are all the same. Which meant that I was making that statement concerning how they put multiple different people along all my routes to engage in the same physical gesture. Okay? And I'm going to prove it to you right now in reference to the Thanksgiving event that you just heard happened in La Jolla, California, on Thanksgiving Day 2013, in reference to individuals approaching me while I'm riding my bike on the sidewalk and saying gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up. This isn't you're going to hear now the audio of a video file pertaining to me being on the Yucca Valley bus in Yucca Valley, California on December 11th, 2012. Okay? Almost one full complete year from the Thanksgiving event, which occurred on November 28th. In fact, it was over a year. Well, let's see. I don't know. You figured out. Anyways, this is the audio of me being on a bus route in Yucca Valley, which is 167 miles away from the Jack in the Box location, which is right up the street from the Midway. Okay? And it's 167 miles away from where this Thanksgiving event occurred at. Okay? Because that Thanksgiving event occurred in La Jolla in San Diego County, and Yucca Valley is all the way out in, I think, Sacramento. I went out there for 1 week. Okay, so you're going to hear it right now. Do you hear these individuals on a bus say gang stalk, gang stalker, and how, oh my God, is said right before or after it by different people, and then a woman flat out says gang stalking. Just listen.
Well, look at that car right there. It's so cute. To the left, it just turned. Those little French cars. Right now.
Your first child? Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully my
only child. Take the whole thing. The first one.
She's pretty good. She never cried.
I'm going to go hang it up in my
She's already talking.
I'm going to take my American flag out there. Little kind of flag. Take it out. I'm going to hang it in the window and I'm going to put it on. I wish I did these things right. Oh, yeah. When they look at Rich, oh, yeah, that might work. Now, it's American flag.
You know, I'm going to be really mad if you stopped right here, because we could have... Yeah, we are.
They say in 15 years we're going to put an RFID chip on new board.
We could have not walked all the way to Walmart from the Social Security office.
It's a radio
There's so many buses that go.
It's a radio frequency identification implant. You ain't never heard of that?
Okay, now, the point I'm trying to make to you is this, is that what they do is they put people along along all your routes in your path to repeat the same behavior. These guys say gang stalk, gang stalker, gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up. These people say gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, and then oh my god. At distances 167 miles apart. Okay? A year apart. And I got over 800 audio files of what I've already mentioned in reference to how gang stalkers sit around me in specific ways. 800 audio files, at least, of it being said everywhere I go in the way I just described. So I get off the bus, okay, the 28 bus, and I start walking my bike across the street. I notice I'm engaging in these physical gestures, so I think to myself, this is another person gaslighting me with physical gestures. I get to the intersection to the side of the street he's on, and I say, hey, that's a nice haircut or something like that. Where'd you get your haircut? He tells me, and then he's still gaslighting me with these physical gestures as I'm talking to him. That excited me to say, who put you on this corner? You know, I go, you guys are all the same. Who put you on this corner? And then, as I was asking him that, check this out. We're waiting on a corner at an intersection. Okay, so if you can imagine yourself waiting on a corner, standing on a corner at an intersection, a San Diego police officer in his car pulled up in the lane and made a U-turn right in front of us, and then he gaslighted me with the same exact identical physical gesture. And as he was doing this, he was doing it right after I said, who put you on this corner? He gaslights me with the same physical gesture as he makes a U-turn directly in front of us. So I go, was it him? The guy goes, yes. I go, really? I go, San Diego police officer put you on this corner? He goes, yeah. I go, really? What was his name? He goes, Steve. Now think about this. Where would he come up with the name Steve just out of the blue? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't he say Adam, Jacob, Christopher, Daniel, anybody else? Why would he say Steve? Why would he say Steve? And why would he say yes to a San Diego police officer told him to do it, and then I ask him his name, and then automatically comes up with Steve? He didn't even think about it. And you had to be there to see what I'm talking about. Then he continued to gaslight me. So then once the light turned green, we started walking across the street, and I said, okay, well, I go, thanks for telling me the truth, and if you saw his facial expressions, you would know that that meant thank you for admitting that a person put him on that corner. You had to be there to see his facial expressions, and I know you weren't, so just, I guess I know it's going to sound cliche, but just trust me, okay? So then I say, and don't put your hands to your face no more. And you can't hear him laughing to that because I'm laughing instead, okay? The point I'm trying to make is that this occurred within 2.5 hours after I left the San Diego District Attorney's office. Now, I want you to listen to how they talked to me when I went down there, okay? Now, I just got done making a video pertaining to this and pertaining to the MTS assault video. And in that video, I literally explained, after I got done transferring the audio to the video, how the MTS assault video is altered. Okay, and I also gave some instructions in that YouTube video. Eventually, once I upload these YouTube videos, I will put that YouTube title in the description of this YouTube video so you can go and watch it to make sense of it. Hold on a second. Okay, now I've already proved to you in this audio file that I'm being gang stalked. Okay, so I'm going to play you that audio file pertaining to what the San Diego District Attorney's Office member said to me, and listen to how he talks to me.
The crime that I'm experiencing as a result.
I'll be honest with you, my money is not going to meet these people for something like this.
Really? I was just reading that, and that just says right there that
doesn't say she's going to meet personally with people.
That's okay. Does that know you're here?
That's why I'm here.
So that's why I'm talking to you. Okay. Now, I'm experiencing a specific type of crime. Me being a California resident, I think that I would imagine that means that specific California laws should be the laws that exist that are supposed to protect citizens from stalking, harassment, retaliation, conspiracy under the color of authority, felony assault, and then the obstruction of justice when it comes to altering evidence should be crimes I would think that the San Diego District Attorney's Office would be interested in. Now, I I sent her an email last week concerning me being assaulted on an MTS bus, and then MTS turned around and sent me an altered video of the assault. The video is clearly altered. Anybody that can take one look at it can see that it's altered. And then the San Diego police, what they turned around and did was they attempted to imply that I was delusional for a factual reality concerning the integrity of the evidence, would not investigate the crime of the assault or the fact that the video is altered, and then said that they were going to forward that assault to this office. I have never gotten one thing in the mail from anybody concerning this factual reality. So the email that I sent to Bonnie Damascus, I'm kind of new at entering government offices, knowing what they're actually all about, but showing somebody a video of a person being assaulted and then realizing the actual video in itself, and you could be looking at it right now and you can see that it's altered, okay, and then nobody investigating it, that tells me that there's a conspiracy somewhere. Somebody's not doing their job, and that's why I'm here.
One thing I can tell you, certainly I haven't seen the video, and I wouldn't profess to be an expert on any of those things, but certainly one sign of mental illness is people believe that there is a conspiracy against them and that there is some person behind the scenes manipulating things that happen to them. And unfortunately, I think the help that you need is probably not going to be here at the district attorney's office with a mental health professional.
Seriously? What's your name?
Greg.
Greg what?
James.
Okay. Mr. Green, I just got done talking to you for about 15, 20 seconds, and you've already surmised that I'm mentally ill?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
And what makes you think this?
Well, your whole story about this big conspiracy and not investigating.
Well, because they didn't investigate, and so you're. So I'm going to argue with you on that. I'm sorry.
Because they felt the same thing.
Really? So you're saying basically that the police are never corrupt, is what you're saying. The police are never corrupt and would not botch an investigation. They would not use their employment descriptions to botch an investigation. And when a target realizes the truth and the factual realities of a actual obstruction of justice concerning materials of discovery, that they're mentally ill for knowing the truth. And that's basically what I'm hearing from you.
I'm not going to say that to you.
Okay. I appreciate your time. Can I get your card by any chance?
Sure.
Alright, now I got his card and I already took a video picture of it. Now since I got enough battery power, I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you about how this video is, how the video MTS sent me is altered. I mentioned it and described it in-depthly. Hold on. I mentioned it and described it in-depthly in the previous audio file that I already made, and that video file shows that he told me this on February 20th, the same day that I caught this guy admitting that a San Diego police officer put him on a corner to engage in gang-stalking physical gestures. Same day, within 2 hours, and he just got done saying that the police aren't corrupt. Alright? Now, hold on a second, let me take a couple puffs off my cigarette. You know, I'm actually cutting down on my cigarettes. I'm literally counting how many cigarettes I smoke now per day, and then I'm taking like 8 cigarettes, putting them in one box, and say this is the amount of cigarettes you get to smoke for the day, and that's it. Then the next day I'm going to say 7. Then the next day I'm going to say 6, and so on and so forth. Now just hold on a second. Let me just take a puff or two off this. Now, if you went to what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to describe to you some things that you can do, okay, so you can observe the evidence, and then so you can observe a different MTS bus, the structure of the inside of an MTS bus, so you can compare the evidence to the regular structure of an MTS bus, so you can literally witness before your eyes that that video is altered. And I want to state another thing. Go to Google and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking, and how them telling and how the individuals that are responsible for these expeditions intentionally and deliberately with complete malice of forethought and criminal intent will try to imply that a targeted individual is mentally ill, including delusional, bipolar, schizophrenic, paranoid schizophrenic, schizoaffective, anything. It's all over the internet. Just Google organized stalking or gang stalking and corrupt mental health. Do it. Alright, now hold on. Alright, here's the description of the evidence right here. Follow all instructions carefully. Go to YouTube. Type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. You're literally going to witness the video of me being assaulted. Alright? Now once you watch that video twice, then go on, there's a little feature right below the video that says about, share, and so on and so forth. There are little buttons that you can click. Click on the about feature. In turn, a description will come up that will explain to you statements that were typed in, okay? And my YouTube account, my blog accounts, my email accounts, they're all hacked. In the description of that YouTube video, you will see many things. Inside of it, inside the description, you will see 2 blogs, among some other things. These 2 blogs were written and pasted in that YouTube video. One of the blogs, all you got to do is click on them to open them up. One of the blogs, okay, after you click on the link and bring it up, you will see a little word that says Assault 11. That is a attached PDF link inside the blog. You can click on that, and after you click on that, guess what will come up? A printed out, scanned email that shows that I was going to be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation. The email was made on September 29, 2011. You can clearly see it by looking at the email. Okay? 11 days before the assault occurred. That's right. Now, that's showing you that the assault was predicted. Okay? That's also showing you something relating to the Thanksgiving event, which I will re-transfer over again to this video file before I close it. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now, look at the video of me being assaulted. Where I am sitting at on the bus, in the back of the bus, and where the perpetrator who assaulted me is sitting at, is on the total opposite side of the bus in relation to where we were actually sitting at the day of the assault. Now, keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind that the back door in the video of me being assaulted is periodically on the wrong side of the bus as you're watching the video of me being assaulted. Also, notice that the rail that holds the mirror, and the mirror is backwards when it's on the wrong side of the bus. That's right, and there's other things in that video that is altered as well, but those are the meat and potatoes. Okay? That's right. Now, after you review everything I just stated, look and relook at the video, you will see that that's an altered video. And in order to be able to totally help you see that it's an altered video, in a separate search, open up a new window, okay, on your computer, and go to YouTube and type in MTS Buses San Diego. In order for you to be able to open up some videos that tourists and passengers like students have taken of videos while they were on the bus. You will be able to see that what side of the back door and front door is actually on, and you will be able to see that the rail that holds the mirror is on the same side of the bus that the back door is actually on, which is on the same side the front door is on. You also see what direction the mirror is facing, and then cross-reference what you're visually seeing to the video of me being assaulted. Now, after you do all this, and look, and then relook, and then relook at it, go to Google and type in Learning Disabled Woman, and YouTube, and type in Learning Disabled Woman exposes how MTS assault video is altered. You're going to see videos and blogs written about it and why they did it. And then the factual reality that I not only predicted that assault, suffered it, they wrote false police reports concerning it, and they also omitted facts, which means they kept facts out of the police report that were told by them, to them by me. Okay? Then, the factual reality that the San Diego District Attorney's Office was emailed about it. They were sent certified letters that were sent certified mail return receipt, and they were physically visited by me, in which you just literally heard him call me mentally ill because I was stating that the video was altered. That's a method of gang stalking. I'm not saying that it was a gang stalking tactic that he was doing. I'm just saying that's a method of gang stalking, implying that a targeted individual is mentally ill. And you also heard me state in that audio that the police attempted to call me delusional. Now, I was already blogging all over the internet that the police are directly involved in the organized stalking, gang stalking of me. And this assault also occurred 36 hours after I went down to the San Diego District Attorney's Office. I was directed to go into another office on a different floor on October 7th, 2011, to talk to a member of the District Attorney's Office about the gang stalking that was already occurring towards me. And I told them on that day I got a tape recording of it, that the San Diego police were more than likely involved in it, along with certain fire department personnel, and that lady asked me where I was being gang stalked at, and I told her I was being gang stalked on that bus route. 36 hours later, the brutal assault occurred. Excuse me. Now, all you gotta do is fold this information, everything that I've stated to you, onto itself, and you will see the truth. Also, a professor at USD, which is a university, a professor by the name of Eric Pearson, who is a professor in communications that specializes in videos and images. He saw a still frame snapshot of the altered video, okay, online, and posted it to a website called First Post, and I got proof that he did it. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I am a target victim and activist concerned in the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking. 800 separate audio files do not lie, of individuals getting around me every single day, everywhere I go, and saying the same thing non-stop, repetitively, continuously: gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk. Oh my God, weird, crazy, in that way, non-stop. Now, the September 29, 2011 email that I made predicting that I'd be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation, 11 days later I'm brutally assaulted on an MTS bus, public transportation. That email was made on September 29, 2011. This is an audio file of an event that occurred on a sidewalk as I was riding my bike, and because of what was happening, I had to get off the bike and walk it. The email predicted on September 29, 2011, that there'd be a great likelihood I'd be assaulted, either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation. The public transportation assault has already happened, and listen to what these guys are saying as they prevent me from riding my bike on the sidewalk, which meant I had to get off it and walk it. That's why you hear these screeching on this audio. That's my bike brakes. And then I had to get off of it, and while they're threatening to assault me, they're saying gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang is stalking. I'm going to F you up. Remember what I said about the 800 audio files? And what I said about the email? That there'd be a great likelihood I'd be assaulted riding my bike, walking, or on public transportation. The public transportation assault has already occurred. This is an audio file of me riding my bike. I had to get off it and start walking it because these guys were obstructing my ability to continue to ride the bike on the sidewalk as the event was occurring. Listen to how they're saying gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang is stalking. I'm going to F you up. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to this to prove to you that the physical gestures were happening. On January 28, 2012, I caught 3 teenagers admitting to me in a hidden running tape recorder that they were put on the 928 bus, which was the bus I was assaulted on, to engage in these physical gestures. As they admitted it, it was caught on a tape recorder and uploaded on January 29, 2012. Go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass." Read comments. The read comments mean click on the About feature. In order for you to be able to scrutinize information that's in the description of that YouTube video. You'll see another YouTube video in the description of that YouTube video showing me stating, as I'm sitting at the 928 bus stop almost 2 full months before, stating that individuals are getting on all my routes, including on university campuses, and engaging in certain physical gestures. Okay, that video was uploaded, made on November 5th, 2011, uploaded on November 6th, 2011, and then the 3 teenagers were caught on the 928 bus on January 28, 2012. The same exact bus route I was assaulted on. And the same exact bus route. Okay, now that proves the beginning of what I was initially exposing in this video, pertaining to me getting off the 28 bus, going to the intersection, asking a girl about Midway Street, crossing the bus, crossing the street, and then a guy, me saying to the guy, you guys are all the same, because they say gang stalk everywhere I go, and they repeat the same physical gestures everywhere I go. He then laughs about it. A San Diego police officer pulls up in front of us, makes a U-turn in front of us. Then he gaslights me with these physical gestures. So I go, was it him? The guy goes, yes. I go, really? What was his name? He goes, Steve. And then he starts denying it because I think he was having second thoughts about telling the truth. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth, so the truth can be known. Hold on. And I want you to also understand, that was the second assault that it took place towards me. I was assaulted on August 17th, 2011. That brutal assault you see me being assaulted on the MTS bus took place on October 10th, 2011. That was the second assault. And then you let the perpetrators get away both times. Both times.